the people mentioned that you used to walk into the mosque of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and it was like a beehive. How do we understand that narration? You understand it is that they used to engage in a form of remembrance that didn't distract the person next to them. The kids in the back talking. This is not your father's house. This is not your grandfather's house. This is the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you don't want to follow the rules, you follow the rules outside these four walls. You are falling in sin every time you distract someone from the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. رَبَّنَا لَا تَجْعَلْنَا فِتْنَةً لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. We are not allowed to be a fitna for the kuffar. How do you become a fitna for the kuffar? You are a fitna for the kuffar when you are a Muslim and you don't practice your Islam, and then they say, why should we become Muslim? You are a fitna for the kuffar when you're under their control. If I'm not allowed to be a fitna for the kuffar, what about the believer? Whether Sheikh Abdul Rashid is giving the reminder, whether Sheikh Ibrahim is giving the reminder, whether Sheikh Hassan Khalil is giving the reminder, whether it's a sheikh or not a sheikh, in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have the utmost respect. Before I share, I wanted to share this with you all, because every single time, every single day, they have to repeat the same thing and the same thing and the same thing. But they don't tell you what's in fine line. And its fine line is that you are getting a sin. Now, if you don't care about sin, then that's another problem. You guys understand what sin is? A man just needs one good deed to go to Jannah. And he can't find it. And he goes to the fire. See, it's not about us. It's not about the mashayikh. It's about you respecting Allah. Has Allah not, Ya ayyuhal insan, ma gharraka bi rabbika al-kareem. What did Allah do wrong to you? He allowed you to be in His home. He allowed you to worship Him. Your liver, your lung, your kidney, your brain. What did Allah do wrong that you can't even worship Him for 5, 6, 7 minutes? I hope you understand the point. Now to the khatira. In Surah Al-Dhariyat, there's a very beautiful verse I want to share with you all. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, إِنَّ الْمُتَّقِينَ فِي جَنَّاتٍ وَعُيُونٍ آخِذِينَ مَا آتَاهُمْ رَبُّهُمْ إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَبْلَ ذَلِكَ مُحْسِنِينَ. This ذَلِكَ has caused a lot of the ulama to write many pages in the books of tafsir. There are more than 400 books of tafsir. On this word ذَلِكَ, there are many pages. What is the rough translation? The rough translation is the people that filter their thoughts and their actions and beliefs according to Allah and His Messenger, then those are the people that have taqwa, and those are the people that will enter into Jannah and the gardens. When you filter your thoughts and your actions and your beliefs according to the principle of Islam, then that is taqwa. But taqwa takes many different forms. There's a form of taqwa when you're driving on the road not to violate the speed limit. There's a form of taqwa when you go to Kroger or you go to Costco and you see an elderly lady holding the bags and you help her and you bring her to the car. There's a form of taqwa when you come to the masjid, you don't make any noise. There's a form of taqwa when you go home and you see your parents, you respect them. There's many forms of taqwa. The people that display these forms of taqwa day in and day out, then they will have a garden and they will have Jannah. But Allah described them by saying, آخِذِينَ مَا آتَاهُمْ رَبُّهُم. They grabbed what Allah gave them. What is the thing that Allah gave them? Did He give them something in the dunya or they give Him something in the akhirah? The ulama have differed. Some say they have grabbed the reward of Allah in the akhirah. آخِذِينَ مَا آتَاهُمْ رَبُّهُم, that they grabbed the reward in the akhirah. But what about the dunya? What did they grab in the dunya? Ibn Abbas says that in the dunya they grabbed the fara'id. They grabbed what? The fara'id. And إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَبْلَ ذَلِكَ مُحْسِنِينَ, that these people, they displayed ihsan before they grabbed the fara'id that allowed them to grab the reward in Jannah. It's a subtle meaning. What is that meaning? Before these people grabbed the 5 daily prayers, they were civil human beings. They were human beings, they were civil, they had good character. What about now the one who grabs the prayer? He's saying these people had ihsan before they prayed 5 times a day. They were good people. If they were good people before the prayer, then that means after the prayer they must be what? Amazing people. What did Allah give you, O young women and young men? He gave you an Islamic school, an Islamic environment. Before you came to this environment, you were one way. But when you leave this environment, you must be a better way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed every single one of you to have the opportunity to pray Dhuhr 5 times, 4 days a week in Allah's house. You know, I conclude with this. Maybe we don't understand the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One man went to a scholar and he told him, I see Allah has given me the dunya. I don't see that He's really mad with me. So the guy asked him 2 questions. He said, when was the last time you woke up before Fajr? And when was the last time you prayed Fajr in Jama'ah? He said, a long time ago. He says, what other evidence do you need that Allah is mad at you? See, the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we're drowning in it. We need to be extremely grateful for this opportunity to be in a house of the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make you young men and young women, people that have good adab in the house of Allah and outside the house of Allah. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make you of individuals that don't distract people in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us of individuals that are not fitna for the kuffar or for the Muslimin. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروا إنه الغفور الرحيم.
That's good. Well, the first khatir was crucial. 2 in 1. 2 in 1. Yeah.
هذا كده قبل البيكولا.
Okay.